So I think the first thing is understanding why Trump in 2025 is very different from Trump coming in 2017. One big difference is his team. So when he came in last time, he was trying to bring in far more old establishment figures. So his Secretary of Defense was General Mattis, this great Marine Corps general. He brought in Rex Tillerson, the CEO of the largest company in the world, as his Secretary of State. He had H.R. McMaster as his national security advisor. This time round, it's much more radical team. Compared to Milley, Hesketh, as you've pointed out, is a Fox News star who never achieved senior rank in the military, probably the least qualified defense secretary ever. So that's one big difference. You can no longer do what we tried to do. I remember when he came in, because I was a minister in Theresa May's government, and I remember the National Security Council meetings around it. We were still able to rely, this is the Europeans in 2017, on the fact that people like General Mattis and Tillerson and H.R. McMaster, we all had relationships with. I mean, these were people like me knew from Iraq and Afghanistan, and you could appeal to their common sense of NATO, and they went out of their way to basically contradict him, disrupt him, slag him off to his fury. So that won't happen again. The second big change is that the world has changed a lot. So as I think we talked about a couple of weeks ago, when he came in 2017, he's facing a world in which Emmanuel Macron is about to be elected, Trudeau's in Canada, Merkel is still in Germany, Theresa May is in Britain, and quite a lot of a relatively kind of centrist world is still in existence. We're now in a very different universe. In the intervening 8 years, the US economy has soared ahead of the European economy. It's much more powerful, right? 50% larger than the European economy. Many of the European leaders are in real trouble. Macron's weak, Schulz is about to go, Trudeau's about to go in Canada, is gone in Canada. So there's less counterbalance. And then the final thing, I guess, is the conflict, which is that in 2017, the Middle East was relatively peaceful, Ukraine was relatively peaceful. We're now in a very, very, very different world in which Russia is advancing in Ukraine, advancing steadily.